Good evening, children. Today I'll be starting with the first chapter of 9th standard for CBSE, that is number system. So before starting, let us quickly revise something, then we'll move on to the actual topic. So when we talk about in school days, starting we had studied some counting numbers. What are those counting numbers called? Those counting numbers are called as natural numbers. That is 1, 2, 3 and so on. There are infinite natural numbers, that is counting numbers, and is denoted by n. That n is a set of natural numbers. We denote natural numbers by n. Now, if I introduce a 0, over here, I'll get 0, 1, 2, 3. If I include a 0, it becomes a set of whole numbers. Then, you see, I'll draw this on a line. I hope you remember this line. We first had 1, 2, 3, 4, that is natural numbers. Then we introduced 0. Now if I talk about negative numbers also, means I want to move on left side also, then they are called as integers. They are called as integers. Integers are denoted by Z. So we first started with natural numbers, positive on right side, then we came up with 0, then we came with negative numbers. So this is called as an integer line. What do you call it as an integer line? Now we also had studied rational numbers. Now see, if I talk about integer line, between 0 and 1 or between 1 and 2, there are many numbers. I can say that between 0 and 1, I can say there is a number half. Between 1 and 2, I can say there is a number 3 by 2. So there are millions of numbers between 1 and 2, between 2 and 3. So those numbers are called as rational numbers. So what is a rational number? A number in the form of P upon Q such that denominator is never 0 and P and Q are co-prime. Now co-prime means there should not be any common factor between P and Q. You can see half, nothing is common between 1 and 2, between 3 by 2, then 7 by 9, 3 by 7 and so on. If I talk about 20 upon 40, I need to convert into half. That is 20 ones are, 20 twos are. So again this is a co-prime number. Okay. So all numbers in the form of P upon Q such that Q cannot be 0 and PQ are co-prime are called as rational numbers. So there are infinite rational numbers on this number line. So we started with natural numbers, whole numbers, integers, rational numbers. If you see, all natural numbers are present in whole numbers. So I can say that natural number is a part of whole number. Then all whole numbers are included in integers. You can see here. So I can say whole number is a part of integer. All integers are included in rational numbers because we also can have a number 2 as rational, because 2 means 2 upon 1, 3 means 3 upon 1, minus 3 means minus 3 upon 1. So all these comes under rational. So all natural whole integers are called as rational. So till now we have studied about what is rational number. How to locate a rational number on number line? We start with 0, positive numbers on right side, negative numbers on left side. Now suppose I want to plot 1 by 4 on number line. So see, numerator is less than denominator, so I always mark between 0 and 1. So 1 by 4 will be between 0 and 1. So first I will take 4 parts of 0 and 1. What is my denominator? 4. So I'll make 4 parts of 0 and 1. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 parts. What is my numerator? 1. So I'll label the first part. This is my first part. So this has to be 1 by 4. So first I'll make, denominator will tell me how many parts I have to make, and then numerator will tell me which part is my answer. This happens when numerator is less than denominator. What about when numerator is more than denominator? Now see here, numerator is 7, denominator is 3. First I need to divide. So if I divide, what will I get? 3 2s are 6. So I'll get 1 as my remainder. So I will write this. This is written as 1 2 by 3. Sorry. 2 1 by 3. We write quotient over here. We write divisor over here and remainder over here. So 2 times 1 by 3. I'll convert it into a mixed fraction. So now my answer will be between 2 and 3. So number has to be marked between 2 and 3. How many parts I'll make? 3 parts I'll make. So I'll make 3 parts. 1, 2, 3. So the first part will be 1 by 3. So this will be 2 1 by 3. I hope you are getting it. Nobody asked to plot a number line. Just for basics I have done. Otherwise no need. Now what questions will be asked? In exam they can ask you find 2 rational numbers between 3 and 4. Between 3 and 4 we know there are millions of rational numbers. They are asking only 2 rational numbers. Now there are various answers you can write. If you want you can write 3.1, 3.2. They can be 2 rational numbers. Also, since the count is very less, I will find the first rational number as first number plus second number divided by 2. That is 7 by 2. So my rational number can be 7 by 2. My second rational number can be 7 by 2 plus 4 divided by 2. Always I will go on dividing by 2. So what will I get? 7. This will become 1. So 2 4s are 8. 7 1s are 7. Again 2 1s are 2. The whole divided by 2. So I get 15 by 2. The whole by 2. That is 15 by 4. So I will write the answer as 3. 7 by 2. 15 by 4 and 4. So I got 2 rational numbers. Are you getting it? This is one way. Also directly you can write as 3.1, 3.2. Both are correct. If it is for 2 marks, you will write this. If it is for 1 mark, you can write this. Okay? Now let's move on to the further part. I want to find 5 rational numbers between 1 by 5 and 3 by 5. So again I can think of this method. What I can do? I can multiply both of them by the same number. So I will multiply by 10 to both of them. It becomes 10 by 50. It becomes 30 by 50. So I want to write 5 rational numbers. So what will I do? I will go on increasing the integers in numerator. So I can write 10 by 50, 11 by 50, 12 by 50, 13 by 50, 14 by 50, then 30 by 50, 15 by 50 and so on. So these are my rational numbers, 5 rational numbers. This was the one way I'm multiplying by some number so that denominator becomes a multiple of 10. There is one more case. It was 1 upon 5 and 3 upon 5. I can initially divide. So it will be 0.2. This will be 0.6. So I want rational numbers between 0.2 and 0.6. So it can be 0.21, 0.22, 0.23, 0.24. So both ways are correct. Depending upon the marks, you can write. This is for 2 marks. This is for 1 mark. Now, let us move on to the first exercise. Question number 4. State whether following statements are true or false. First one. Every natural number is a whole number. Can I say that? Every natural number is a whole number? Yes, every natural number is definitely a whole number. Next, every integer is a whole number. Can I say that? Every integer is a whole number? No. Why? Because all whole numbers are integers. All integers are not whole number. Because minus 3 is not a whole number. So every integer is a whole number is false. Okay. So try to solve exercise 1.1. We'll discuss in the next class. Thank you.